guys, thanks for tuning into my drive-by. I am on the I-75 right now going southbound, and it's 92 degrees in Florida. Today is I sometimes forget, I always look at my phone like I got one. It's April 21st of 2015 right now, and I hope everybody's doing healthy, wealthy lives. I wanted to bring up a subject, and this is the subject of three basic different types of, actually four different types of metal they use to fabricate guns. We'll start with the actual first. The first, and of course, is the best. That would be your guns that are fabricated out of solid billet metal, stainless steel, they're all sanded, machined. So that's the best. Now, many manufacturers, to cut down on cost on their guns, they may use a combination of different parts, machined parts, and parts which are known as, I would probably have to say, compressed parts. And let's go ahead and start. And I'm going to tell you the three different type of parts which are not machined out of a block of steel, or stainless steel, or carbon steel, or metal. Okay? These parts meaning they are formed. The first one is metal injection parts, okay, MEM parts. The MEM parts are really a powder that they compress under pressure. The MEM parts normally can be lightly sanded, but they really can't be machined very much because they're like a compressed powder, almost like a pewter. You know what I mean? If you crack it in half, it would be like crystals inside of it. So that's your metal injection part, MEM, and that's the most common part on quite a few guns today. Now the second part is sand casting. Now sand casting is kind of what they say. They cast metal in a sand mold, and then when it cools, they break up the sand mold, and they go ahead and sand down the rough edges, blend it. It's okay. It's a better part than a MEM part, but it still is a cast part. And the third is investment casting. Now, investment casting actually is the best of all the molded parts. It's the strongest, it lasts the longest, they can machine those parts, they can checker them, serrate them, they can drill holes in them, they can plate them, coat them, they can do a lot of things. Those are actually the next best thing to a machined solid block of steel. Now that you know the three different parts, let's go ahead and start. And we'll start with just some general guns, but then we'll move into a specific case. Your Kimbers have a lot of MIM parts in them. Even some of your higher end parts, some of your SIGs have some MIM parts in them. A Desert Eagle, I believe, uses an investment casting. Phillips is one company that makes that type of part. So the only way you would know is to ask the company or get your serial number and call the company and see what kind of parts they're using. Okay, years ago, they really didn't have equipment also to machine parts back in the 60s. I bought a Ed Brown, which was unfired. It was still a new gun, and I wanted to get some work done to it. Now, you hear Ed Brown, it's a custom gun or semi-custom gun. There's no MEM parts in that. It's all machined, top of line like a Wilson or a Nighthawk. What I did is I went ahead and called Ed Brown, because I had some stuff I wanted to get done. I wanted to see if I could get the top of the slide serrated, if I can get some other stuff done to the gun to make it look a little bit better. And you've seen my gun. I've had it in multiple videos. It came back and it looks great. Having them on the phone, they asked for the serial number, and I gave them the serial number, and he told me that gun has a below 17,000, the serial number, so it's probably about a year and a half old. He says back then, because they didn't have the technology, there's 3 parts in the gun that are not machined parts. He said they're investment casted parts, which are very good. They're better than MIM, and they're better than sand casting. They're the next best thing to machined, and you can barely tell. You'd have to know. You couldn't just look at them. But he says there's 3 parts. So I asked him, "We know which part?" He said it was the hammer strut. I found that a little unusual because I think the hammer strut's under a little pressure. Your slide safety and your grip safety. Slide safety, grip safety, nothing. So I asked him, do they make machine parts for those now? He says, yes, we do. Now all of our Ed Browns, from now on, from this, like today or whatever, from a few months ago and on, have all machine parts. So I just wanted to bring this up. If you're not sure, the best way is to first look at your gun. If the serial number is like below 17,000 or something, I mean, that's not exactly, but right around there, maybe 16,500 if it's below that or something. If you've got like a 4-digit, number, you might, want to look into that and call them and see. It doesn't really matter. It's not going to affect the gun. If you want to find out for yourself, if you want to know for yourself. So I basically went ahead and got the parts replaced because I wanted them replaced for myself. So for nobody else. And I think it was about 200-300. I can't remember what it was, but it was a few hundred. I was having other work done anyway, so I threw those in. But I just wanted to bring up, some information about that. So there's 3 types of parts that are cast parts. There's metal injection molded parts, MIM. There's sand casting. There's investment casting. So your cheapest is the MIM parts. The second cheapest is the sand casting. The best of all the casted parts is the investment casting. Like I say, investment casting, they can weld it, they can machine it. What they do is they take hot melted mold, steel or metal, and they pour it and somehow to cast it apart. So I just wanted to let you know that, and then, if you have a question about it. But that's the difference between MIM, sand casting, and investment casted parts. Thanks a lot. If you did want to find out, just call Ed Brown, give him your serial number, and just ask him you want to know if there's any casted parts on that gun. And then if you find out what casted parts, they're usually those 3 parts I mentioned: the hammer strut, the grip safety, and usually the slide safeties. And then you can decide what you want to do at that point. It probably won't affect the functionality of the gun at all. It's just that, that's just up to you. But I wanted to go through there because a lot of people have Cobra carries and Ed Browns and other guns too, and they're thinking that they don't have any casted parts. So they do. So it's always good to just check the gun and see, what is a metal injection molded part on the gun. I know Kimbers and a lot of the, $1,000 to $1,200 guns do have a lot of metal injected parts. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Appreciate your time, and thanks for tuning into my Southern Florida drive-by. And like I say, I'm on the I-75 going south, 92 degrees. It is 5:04 in the evening. Today is Thursday, and have a great day.